Republican senators said that yesterday's infrastructure meeting was productive and it was cordial. So what are the next steps here? What have they agreed to do, and by when? And is there a follow-up meeting scheduled at this point?
Well, we agree. And I saw the president after the meetings yesterday, and you heard him talk about the meetings, of course, when he gave his remarks about the masks, and he agrees. They were constructive, they were productive. We expect a counter proposal back early next week by Tuesday, is I think what they've committed to as well publicly. There will be discussions at a staff level, at a member level, from members of the White House team over the coming days, as I think most of you would anticipate, and then we'll be in touch from there. So I don't have any next meetings to preview for you, but we will be. We have already been in touch with members. We've already been in touch with their teams. That will continue. Again, we expect the next piece to be a counterproposal by Tuesday.
And who's running point on this from the White House?
Well, it's an across the White House effort, Nancy, as you know. There are a number of officials involved, depending on what the needs are, frankly, from members or staff. So, of course, there are high-level members of the team, everyone from Ron Klain to Steve Ricchetti, Louisa Terrell, Rima Doden, Chris Levin, I could keep naming names, who have conversations all day long with members on the Hill, with their staffs about what follow-up questions they have, what's next in the process, where there's opportunity for agreement, where there are technical questions. Those are happening all the time. But, ultimately, there will also continue to be conversations at the level of the president and members of the Republican leadership and Republican committee chairs, as well as with Democratic leaders as well.
And then can I get your reaction to this report about unaccompanied minors being held in park buses overnight? There was one child reportedly held for 4 days before being reunited with his family. What's the administration doing now about this case? And when you say that you're going to ensure that those responsible are held accountable, what does accountability look like in this case?
Well, first let me say that the reports of children that you've referenced being held in buses outside of HHS of the HHS facility in Dallas for extended periods of time are outrageous, they're unacceptable, and they do not meet our standard for childcare. That is true for the President, it is true for the Secretary of Homeland Health and Human Services, it is true for everyone involved across government. It's being fully investigated, how we got to this point, how this possibly happened. There's no excuse for this kind of treatment in terms of what the consequences will be. I just can't predict that before an investigation is concluded.